The SBA told you to put it on there. And that's why, as a loan officer, my thinking was, well, we want to be transparent and we want to not give a federal agent who thinks that we're all criminals out here. I never wanted any of them to say, you didn't disclose this.
Yes.
Oh, the 2202 declined. Unverifiable information. 2202 is for business debts that are in the name of the business entity only. What's going on?
Hey, baby. How you doing?
Okay, no. That was so bad.
We're going to be talking about the famous 2202 and how you can potentially be doing some new things with the 2202 that are within guidelines.
We definitely have some updated guidance at long last from SBA. 2202 is the SBA's disclosure of liabilities in the name of the business entity only. If it's in your name as a sole proprietor or independent contractor, you will not have any business debts. So we got some further insight from a senior loan officer at SBA who gave us the list of what they will look at when looking at debts on 2202 and what they don't look at.
I know you are on pins and needles for this.
Yeah, I thought we were better prepared for this. And
hey, listen, this is free. You're going to have to suffer through it.
I am suffering.
This is it.
Let me translate this into a language you can understand, because this was written by a loan officer in an email to us and one of our clients, and it's really poorly written. We do not add mortgages on the property that is not deeded in the business name. Like, what the hell does that sentence mean? The mortgage on your personal residence does not go on 2202, but we started out by saying that. We've said that forever and a day, that personal debt does not go on 2202. You will put on a mortgage if the business entity owns real estate. We do not add any debt that is in your personal name for the company, which basically is the same thing as we do not add any mortgage on the property not to the business owner, because it's personal debt. You see where I'm going with how confusing this is and why I rewrote this and sent it to you, but I guess we can't find it.
I honestly
That was the last time I'll throw you under the bus. In this segment, we do not add any personal debt, such as mortgages and car loans or personal credit cards. This is starting to sound redundant. So far, just to recap, no personal debt.
Can I just add, a lot of people are confusing leases and rent as debt.
It's not debt.
And it's not.
That's a business expense. And potentially, depending on how your CPA does, it might be cost of goods sold. It might deduct.
And that's where you should contact your CPA and have a conversation about debt versus expense.
Whoa. Don't start telling people to call CPAs. You know why?
Oh, because they don't know either?
Don't get me started about how bad the CPAs can be. I had an exchange with one of our clients. I asked him to review his tax returns in 2019 for what I call add backs about cash flow. And his CPA's response was, well, they're kind of sort of the same, and it's not worth us disclosing this to the SBA at this time. I said, really? Because last time I checked, your CPA is not your loan officer. I am. Back to the list. We do not add the SBA EIDL or PPP loans, just any other. What's SBA 7A, which also means SBA 504. See how bad this list is? This is why I rewrote it. We've been telling all of you on your 2202 to put your SBA EIDL.
Yes, because it's a business
loan. And if your PPP is not forgiven yet, to put that on there. The reason I came up with that idea of doing that is because I wanted to be very federal compliant. Next, we do not add accounts payable that will be paid off within 10 months. That means, so we had a client, he does custom vehicle manufacturing. He sent us his liabilities list, and he had AP, which was like a psycho amount of money on a monthly basis, like, $29,000 a month. Business does around 1.8 million in revenue. We questioned him, and it turned out that this AP is what we call in finance net terms. Net terms meaning net 30 or net 60. That means he's buying supplies from his vendors. They send him an invoice, sheet metal, tires, rubber, whatever, and he's paying that bill 30 days later, or he's paying it 60 days later. You don't have to put that on. Next is no sales tax or payroll tax payable. This is important because we get folks telling us all the time about their sales tax and their payroll tax. No, that's not a business debt. Business debt is a loan. It's a credit card. It's an automobile loan for the business. That's a business debt. Let's go back to our list. We don't include any installment loans that will be paid off within 24 months. So, folks, if you have an SBA 7A, if you have an SBA 504, if that loan's maturity date is less than 24 months from the date that you're filling out the form, you don't have to put it on the form. It's very important. A lot of these SBA 7As are 5, sometimes they're 10-year loans, sometimes they're 3-year loans. This is important, folks, that you know the difference between revolving credit and installment loans. A revolving credit is a credit card or a line of credit from your bank or an equipment factored loan or an inventory factored loan where it's revolving. In other words, they give you a line of credit for $100,000 or your credit card has a $25,000 limit, and it's something that you can literally pay. You can use it today. You can pay it off in full tomorrow with no penalties, and that replenishes your full line. That's what we call in the trades revolving, because I can pay it off and I can reuse it. An installment loan is different. An installment loan is I bought a truck for the business, and the truck was $47,000, and my monthly payments are $439 a month for 36 months. That's your installment period, 36 months. And at the end of 36 months, I'll have paid off the cost of the truck, $47,000, plus the interest by making monthly installment payments. So now we know the difference between revolving and installment. If it's an installment loan, less than 24 months, it does not go on 2202. We wish you all the best. We hope you get funded.
And there you go. Ciao for now.
Stay warm. Take care.